Hello everybody and welcome back to the Fortress of Solitude. We're diving back into the Dark Droids with Star Wars issue 39 by Charles Soule and Madibak Mosabekov. Lando's adventures into Jabba's palace comes to an end as the hero, Lobot and the talkie droid try and evade the Scourge droids and Jabba's Rancor. Lando's mission goes awry and he is separated from Lobot, and the HYBROID is infected by the Scourge, causing Lando, like any good smuggler, to realize the odds are no longer in his favor, and he ends up leaving to live to fight another day. Soule is sure to give Lando a small moment with the carbonite frozen Han Solo as well, with Lando promising to return when it is safe to free him. I was beginning to think that we wouldn't actually get to see Lando interacting with Han, so it was a nice little moment between friends. Again, I've really been loving Soule focusing on Lando over the last half a dozen issues, and getting to explore his character has done a great deal to make him stand out as a more well-rounded person than just the quote-unquote smuggler there to fill in for Han that he was originally created for in Empire Strikes Back. Soule continues the great body horror stuff from the main Dark Droids book here as well, which is a nice change of pace since the Aphra book seemingly was the only one doing anything like that with the Scourge, and everything else was kind of treating them more like just infected droids that people can blast apart in explosions and action. Series artist Madibak Mosabekov's creepy designs looked great, and the evil Lobot with the little wires sticking out of his head that kind of act like his hair with the purple glowing eyes is just fittingly creepy. It's just such a weird design. If I do have one criticism, is that we actually barely got anything from the Scourge, Lobot and Lando interacting. I would have liked a type of antagonistic relationship to have formed between the two, with the Scourge using Lobot's memories to torment Lando in his failure to help his friend. And we actually get a little bit of that at the end of the book, where Scourge does tap into his memories and actually ends up reciting something that Lando remembers that Lobot said to him after they completed a successful heist. So I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of that. That would have meant that Lobot would have gotten infected earlier in their story, but I think it could have worked with him sort of being this sort of phantom tormentor to Lando and always bringing up Lando's failures and how he always fails his friends or betrays them in some way just to save his own skin. It would have been cool to see all of that, and it would have made a bit more sense than how it was framed in this issue, where it was literally almost the last page before the Scourge does something like that, and it doesn't really hit home as hard as I thought it would hit. Overall, this was a nice brisk issue that put pieces of the Dark Droid event, specifically Lobot turning to the Scourge side, in place, leading to a rather downer yet still kind of hopeful ending for Lando's solo mission. I'm going to give this issue an 8 out of 10.